September has a whole lot of national designations, from National Chicken Month to Better Breakfast Month and even Little League Month. But this morning we want to focus on one designation in particular that can really help, especially as our economy starts to rebound. It's National Update Your Resume Month, a time to make sure all your work experience and volunteer efforts are properly documented in case you need to go job hunting. But question is, where do you start? Well, we've got the answer coming to us this morning from Shannon Lewald. She is a career coach and the Peer Career Coach Program Manager at the University of Cincinnati. Shannon, thanks for joining us today. And I'll bet your resume is going to be really a fascinating one to read.
Thank you so much for having me. This is wonderful.
Good. So people have a whole lot of ideas back and forth about what a resume ought to look like. Visually, what do you recommend people do with their resume?
Yeah, absolutely. So it takes a recruiter anywhere from 6 to 15 seconds to skim a resume before deciding if they want to move forward with it or pass it along. So make sure that you have a lot of visible space on your resume. Don't try to cram everything into one page. The more white space that you have available to use, the better.
Now, just to the point you just made, I understand there are a lot of computers doing that initial scanning. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. It's called ATS, an applicant tracking system.
All right. Given that that's the case, what do you suggest for people who don't have a whole lot of experience, either because they're new in the job market or maybe just simply haven't had a job in a while?
Yeah, absolutely. Nowadays, it all comes down to transferable skills. So if you have a lot of volunteering experience or you've taken some certificates or professional development, a lot of those transferable skills can really relate to the job that you want to go after.
So let's go back to the computers checking resumes again. What about keywords? How important are those, and any that help make your resume stand out?
Yeah, keywords are very important, and I always recommend that you start with the job description because the job is telling you exactly what the resume needs to have and what the robots are going to look for. So just pick some of those keywords from the job description and put them in your document.
Is there one mistake people make around resumes that you just automatically want to call out and say, don't do that?
Yes, one of the biggest things is make sure that you do not have paragraphs on your document. Because they look at documents so quickly, they're really not going to look at the paragraphs. So make sure that you have bullet points for your experiences rather than paragraphs.
And the job you had in high school, on the resume or not?
Probably not. We have this rule that anything that is 10 plus years or older is considered outdated and should not be on your document.
Okay, that means I got to go back and redo mine. Shannon, this has been great information from us. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Absolutely. Have a good morning.
You too.